Beauty comes in every shade, only at Sephora. Choosing a complexion product that suits your skin and meets your beauty goals can be intimidating, which is why Sephora is there to help you discover the solution, whether you want subtle coverage or an airbrushed finish. With the greatest products from brands like Makeup by Mario, Kosas, Merit, and House Labs, you can feel confident you'll find the perfect match for your skin. Shop now at Sephora.
Welcome to the Flash Finds podcast, the world's fastest podcast where we explore how Facebook can help you with the stuff you're into. I'm your host, Emma Rogue, and today I'm with creator and chef Chris Cho. Chris, what do people get out of your reels?
So people are super intimidated when they want to first try cooking Korean food, but through Facebook Reels, I make it super fun and easy and accessible within a 30 to 60-second video.
Reels is the cheat code. Thanks, Chris. See you next time on the Flash Finds podcast, all about discovering the stuff on Facebook you care about. Bye.
Why is it that with sparkling water, I'm always playing guessing games with what flavor I'm drinking? Is it citrus? Is it aluminum can flavored? Not sure. Sparkling ice, though, they really mean flavor. Like in-your-face flavor. Orange mango, black raspberry. Don't even get me started on the strawberry lemonade. Kiwi strawberry slid right into my taste buds DMs last night and let them know who's boss. No subtleties there and no sugar either. But it does have vitamins and antioxidants. Find sparkling ice at a major grocery store or club retailer near you. Sparkling ice. Anything but subtle.
Let's go! Cut. With myself, Joseph, cousin Sauce, Dr. Bob. The list goes on, guys.
Wrong. I think they expected this to be a spoof ad.
That's just weird. Like, let's think about it, retro speaking. Like, you either have some sort of mental illness, number one, or number two, you really got some chemical misbalance in your brain.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome to Savage Cut. Welcome, guys. Got a lot going on here. I want to say, wow, it's so great to be back in the sunshine state of Florida. After a much-needed break and focused on other stuff, but it's great to be back. Actually, broadcasting here, which I'll say, it's okay, it's no secret. But actually broadcasting from Shaky's studio here in Tampa, Florida. So, yeah, thank you very much, Shaky. Appreciate it. If you notice, guys, why I'm looking this way instead of that way is I have to get used to doing this when I'm at his studio because his producer window that he has, similar to mine, is to the right here. So, yeah, thank you very much, Shaky. And also thank you, too, for allowing permissions here for our upcoming show on Saturdays here, Savaged Underground. You're gonna understand where I'm going with this, guys. We actually had some permissions from Shaky's team here. From his studio to use certain people in the intro video on Savage Underground, which, folks, if you paid attention to last weekend, was actually a beta launch of Savage Underground with Joseph here. Jokeman Joe, one of the personalities here on Savage Unfiltered, kind of gave us that beta launch, a little bit of it. But the actual official launch, guys, actually started this past Saturday with our good friend that came on the show, Herbert K. And guys, I highly suggest you check out that. If you missed that this past Saturday, highly suggest you check out the show. If you missed the live stream, you can always go to our Savaged Unfiltered library on Spotify, iHeart, Apple Music, Podbean. I think we're still on Buzzsprout, right, Shaky? If they didn't cancel us. Yeah, I think you can still find the show on Buzzsprout all over the place, guys. Check out that that replay, but it's going to be in the producer's cut bonus feature. It's not a actual episode on the library. It's just a bonus. We set it up as a bonus because we're trying to, to give the audience that live stream experience. So live stream, what is live stream, guys? Well, live stream means a lot of different things. It means, live stream, right? It says it in the words. It's a live cut. It's not cookie cutter. There's no special things added. There's no fillers. There's no commercial breaks. None of that stuff. I guess that's what the great benefits and experiences are with live stream. So check us out, guys, every Saturday afternoon, usually around 12 noon. Sometimes we go a little earlier than 12 noon, depending on the guest or the personality we have on their show, the scheduling and stuff like that, their flexibility, because we believe in flexibility on the show. We believe in giving the flexibility to the guests and personality or whoever's on the show. So check us out around noonish every Saturday, guys, for Savaged Underground, which is a brand new show here, part of Savaged Unfiltered podcast. But without further ado, guys, I want to bring back, the co-host here on the show, the man, the myth, the legend, Joseph M. Leonard. Welcome once again, Joseph. Yes, and he's got his cut. He's got his prop. He's rolling, yes.
The carrot top of Savaged Unfiltered. Yes, I got my scissors prop. I also got my whiteboard, which today, for those audio only, it says, I agree with Huey. I need a new drug. Several, actually, right?
Right.
Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah,
I need a new drug, right? Oh, and a couple things. A parody on... Since you're back in the Sunshine State, a parody on an old song for the older people. Ain't no sunshine when Savaged's gone.
There you go.
Pardon the bad singing. And the other thing...
Terrible singing, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Eric, I used to be able to sing. I actually had a band, recorded music, but my voice is shot these days. But there's some dirty laundry behind the scenes. When Savage said, I hope you checked out the show with Herbert K. We're actually recording this, that comes after that, before talking to Herbie.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So a little behind the scenes dirty laundry.
Oh no.
Yeah. You gotta love that dirty laundry, guys. Joseph putting the dirty laundry where it's due, right? Gotta get that dirt sheet there on Savaged here on Savaged Unfiltered podcast. But this isn't the unfiltered version of the format of the show. This is Savage Cut. What is Savage Cut, guys? They're 15, usually between 15, 20-minute little episodes. Just giving a little side story, like Joseph says here, Jokeman Joe, the dirt sheets of Savaged Unfiltered. And, you're not going to hear that on Savage. But Joe, what's been going on, man, since we've last seen you on the show? Anything exciting?
I was, before recording, I was just on the Abolitionist Roundtable of Michigan, whamradio.com. Listen live link there, 9 a.m. ART, 1 o'clock Moment of Clarity, Your American Heritage, which I understand you're looking forward to, a J6 guy. This will be a past show. You could look that up on tinyurl.com/YAH archives for Your American Heritage Archives. By the time this cut release, that show will gone by, and you might be a caller, because I know you're looking forward to hearing that show since we talk behind the scenes. But
Wasn't even that. It was a party scene. Like, throw your hands in the air, waving like you just don't care in the South. So everybody made songs at the same time. You had 95 South, you had 8-time Players, you had about 10 other records, right? But theirs was bass in the South. We're from hip hop, and I ordered all my records from Really Wasn't Even That.
With Spotify Ad Studio, you can reach millions of listeners wherever they listen, including podcasts. Our self-serve platform gives you speed, flexibility, and control to help you find your audience. Simply name your campaign and your ad set, then select podcast ads. Choose your industry to prevent your ads playing next to your competitor, and even exclude sensitive topics for more control on where your ad is heard. Focus your ad targeting to episode topics relevant to your brand and customer. Then input your dates for the length of the campaign, set your desired budget, and target your audience based on location, age, and gender. While creating your ad, keep an eye on the estimated results. This is based on the targeting and budget you choose. Nice. No creative? No problem. Leave it to our professional production service to do the heavy lifting. The Spotify creative team can write the script, record the VO, and produce your ad at no additional cost. We'll ask you a few questions along the way to make sure the ad sounds like your brand. Finally, preview your podcast ad and share it with your team. For ads served on Spotify, you can display a companion banner and clickable call to action too. Then, hit publish. With episode downloads for ads served off Spotify and a variety of listener metrics for ads served on Spotify, you can track your performance as your ad runs. Reach your audience where they already are. Create podcast ads today with Spotify Ad Studio.
Yeah, Jokeman Joe giving the spoilers here on the show that I might be calling in on that show. Thanks a lot, Joseph. Thanks a lot, man. Now you're telling everybody that, well, depending on how you view the damn episode, yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, by the time you listen to it, it's already been, long gone. But yeah. So, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm airing all the dirty laundry secrets today. Yeah, we don't script. We don't really plan. We have notes, and I mean, all of this is just my off the top of my head insertion ramblings, as Savage just said. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert! Yeah, spoiler alert. But speaking of spoilers, guys, well, not really of a spoiler. I want to give the episode schedule this week. If anybody had missed it or anyone would like to know what's coming up on the shows, either three of the shows. If you guys did catch us this past 19th, which was last week, by the way, we did an episode for episode 508. That's right, guys. We're up to 508. I never thought it would happen, but obviously the show's growing, and thank you very much, because without you, the listener, we would cease to exist, right? Or why bother even doing a show, if there's no listeners that are actually tuning in. But thank you very much for catching episode 508, Trending News this week, where I myself here, Savage, got into what's going on with the speaker, right? The Speaker of the House possibly in turmoil, which it is. It's not possibly, it is. They don't know what the hell they elect. There are 22 Rinos now, which I thought Shaky was 20, right? But Shaky actually had to correct me, which other people had corrected me too on other X spaces that I was in this past week, which is actually up to 22. 22 Rinos that are trying to oust Jim Jordan as speaker. We got into that. We also got into the trending fast food proposals that Taco Bell and Popeyes are getting into. Really, really awesome episode. I highly suggest you check that out, which is on the library of Savage Unfiltered, anywhere you hear a podcast, including our video formats on Rumble, as well as YouTube. Check that out, episode 508, Trending News this week. Also, too, guys, this past Saturday, we had our Savage Underground live stream on Rumble, and as well as X. So you can check that out. That was a damn good episode, if I may add, Joseph, with Herbert K. We got into the whole 1964 plan on how Herbert's vision is to tackle the violence here in America, tackle the crime, the high amounts of homelessness. We got into it all, guys. We basically covered the whole 411 on his website there. On the 1964plan.org, which I highly suggest you check out that website. A lot of information on there, as we had fun talking to Herbert there this past Saturday. Also, two guys coming up, it's right around the corner, with episode 509, Buckeye Betty. Yeah, Buckeye Betty from X stopped by. Buckeyes in Ohio.
You thought she was Pacific time, which certainly wouldn't be Ohio.
I don't know what the hell's going on with me today. I thought it was Pacific. What the hell's wrong? I'm getting my time wrong. I'm getting my pitches wrong.
You pulled a sauce. You did
Good
a sauce.
grief,
You're
man.
confusing your time zones now.
Yeah. So
anyway.
So tell who Brooke is here, because I see you all over X. I know you're a big advocate, on these X spaces.
Yeah, no, I support men's rights. I basically I explore ideas in paternal rights and sexual and mental and physical assault against domestic partners, and then I also do a lot of work with a lot of other people, a lot of great people, delving deep into gynocentrism, non-feminist ideologies, things of that nature.
I'm glad you put that spousal abuse.
Really, really interesting conversation we had with Buckeye Betty, and wow, she was a twister, if a personality, if I may add, and wow, a lot of good stuff happening on Savaged Unfiltered, Joseph, if I may add.
Yeah. Well, I've got a different take than you on the speaker thing. And
what's that?
Constitutionalist Politics, I did a special weekday release. I just dropped this morning, since we're recording Saturday, my new odds and end shows. Constitutionalist Politics drops every Saturday, and it's usually linked on savageunfiltered.com, so you can see it there. You won't see the speaker one from midweek, because that will now be a previous episode, but you could go to Buzzsprout for Constitutionalist Politics. I think the 22 are patriots. I'm glad 22 people finally grew some balls in the House. And I say keep the House shut down until the continuing resolution. The last McCarthy sellout, which is why he was ousted, breaking promises. Shut down the whole fucking government. Let the CR expire. Shut it down. Then we got leverage to cut spending. Enough same old. We got a bunch of Cinos, conservatives in name only, who want to, all of a sudden, who cry about rhinos, want to rush back to standard swamp operations as normal. No. Fucking shut it all down.
Savage Unfiltered.
Hey guys, thank you for dropping by the SavageArmy.com merchandise website, guys. We have it all there, from Don't Be a Karen to Savage Cut merchandise, Joseph's There's a Double Entendre, all available on the SavageArmy.com website, guys. You want to pick up all the Savage gear? Head over there right now, guys. And remember, guys, show that liberal or idiot on the street that you're not messing around by dropping by the Savaged Army website. Till next time, guys, keep it savaged, take it easy, and catch you later.
Yeah. Joseph on fire, Jokeman Joe. Jesus Christ. He's not full of comedy today. He's full of fucking fire, I'm telling you. But anyway.
Different. You've been demanding different. You've been demanding change. You finally fucking get some. And now all of a sudden, oh my God, we need to go back to the swamp. We need a speaker right away. Standard swamp. The next rich white guy in line. Quick. Vote for him. The next rich white guy. The same old shit as always. No more.
Damn, Joseph. Fucking fire, man. Jesus. The fucking studio here in Tampa is about to engulf in flames here from Joseph's demeanor here. Jesus Christ. But I think this is a lot of the fire that Joseph is relating to a past X space that he was on. With some jackass, which I was actually in the same space. As a listener, I did not, folks. I did not grab the mic. I usually do, but I kind of I kind of was what is it? I was being patient, you know.
You were just taking it all in.
Pretty much, yeah. I was taking it all in as a listener, and I was listening.
You let me get attacked Saul Alinsky style by Don, whoever he is, who I blocked on Twitter. Now, everybody else in that safe space seemed reasonable. But, of course, when I said something that he didn't like and couldn't refute, he turned into a leftist, and Saul Alinsky style had to try to attack me.
Yeah. He. What was the actual argument about? I mean, like you were saying something about Jim Jordan, right? And then you went on to another point, and then the guy is just spewing out, guys. I wish.
Well, I was making my point that, like I screamed about, people demanded change and complain about the GOP, the good old boy club, and too much DC swampism, rhinoism, GOP being the Democrat light. Well, this go along, get along, the next in line is standard swamp operations. Jordan, I like him a lot. I want him to stay doing the things he's doing on the committees. And if he becomes speaker, that ends. So I'm talking strategically, whereas Don is an emotional, hysterical snowflake. He wants Jordan. Gotta be Jordan, the next guy in line. I love Scalise.
Yeah.
I would like Scalise, but I don't want Scalise either because they're both next in line. And the Emma media has the headline already written. And we may not like identity politics. That doesn't mean we get to surrender and lose that automatically. Like Lincoln didn't get to say Gettysburg, Schmettysburg. Let the Southerners have it and then go wherever else they want. Sometimes the enemy dictates a battleground you got to fight on. So Jordan and Scalise represent and the enemy headline will read, the next rich white guy in line for the Republicans gets speakership, right?
Yeah.
The race-bathing peddling.
Well, Joseph,
type of the GOP.
Yeah, as we close up here, Savage Cut, you know, like I have to say one thing, okay? Did you see him on X that was basically in this space? He was basically attacking Joseph here, saying, Sir, you're not making great points. You're spinning spin. You're spinning fake narratives. Did you see that garbage, man? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, but it's because respectfully, those of you supporting Jordan, I get it. I like Jordan. He'd be great, but you fall prey and give the other side ammunition. If we do the same old DC swamp shit, how many times have you complained about the same old shit in DC? And us electing the next rich white guy in line,
Joseph,
suckers right into that argument.
I just have to make well, it's not an argument. I have to make a point here. You know, that's why probably some of the people on X are terrified of Joseph M. Leonard here. They know he spins the truth, not fake narratives.
And I deal in intelligent strategy, logic, reason, not snowflake emotional hysterics, principles, not personalities, where Don is stuck on personalities rather than principles and sound strategy. Think. We must think and use strategy. Be better.
Oh yeah, you be better. Don't be fake. You know, and like Joseph says here,
be savage, not average. And
you're damn right. I was looking for that. Joseph
savage, not average.
Joseph,
damn it! How did you come up with that before I did?
I don't know, man. It was like a fucking snap of a. See, Joseph and I are battling between the terms now, like the hashtags now. Be savage, not average. Joseph's like, you son of a bitch. You got that before I did. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for joining Savage Cut. Remember, guys, usually twice a week, sometimes once a week, you can hear these episodes of Savage Cut. Usually 15, 20 minutes. We try to keep them in. Sometimes going over a little 20 minutes, but hey, it happens. But guys, thanks very much. And like Joseph said, be savage, not average. Take it easy, guys.